Hey, everybody. All right. Yeah, move a few things here. Thank you so much for joining me. Very excited to be doing another live presentation. Doing it here on YouTube, my main presence online, and thank you all for being here. It's you know, in this time of social distancing, it is so great to be able to have an opportunity to do some gathering, even if it's only online, and even if we can't all see each other at the same time. And yes, so Kimberly, you're the first to point out. Those of you who watched my abundance or my manifestation tapping last week, many of you commented on the hair and said you loved the hair. And so some of you may need to tap on, even though Brad cut his hair. But I did in my last Facebook post announcing this live presentation, I said, I'm going to be talking about how I've lost over 20 pounds in the last couple of months. And there it is. I just took 20 pounds of hair off yesterday. So, but seriously. So we are going to be talking about tapping into vibrant health. Health is so key, and especially right now. And we want to have the healthiest mindset possible. There are things that we can do to improve our health, and maybe some of you, like me, have sort of backed off on your some of your healthcare practices. As I said in the promo video, if you saw that, when we went into quarantine, I, like many other people, was not exercising as much, but I was doing a lot of comfort eating. And I did quite literally put on a COVID-19 and topped out at my highest weight ever. And it was a little scary. It was sort of exacerbating or creating some health concerns. So I made the decision that this was not who I was, and it's not what I was going to do. So well, I'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment, but let's start off with some tapping right now. Switzerland, Brazil, Edmonton, London, awesome. Some of my absolute favorite places. Uh, and Gisele, like we said yesterday, I haven't been to Brazil yet, but hopefully soon. Hopefully, I'll be getting to a lot of places soon. Anyhow, go ahead and let's start off with some tapping. So let's go ahead and close our eyes. Take a deep breath in and hold it. And let it go. Now just breathing comfortably with your eyes closed. Breathing comfortably with your eyes closed, and just go ahead and follow your breath through your body. Just noticing how you're feeling physically, how you're feeling emotionally. Allow yourself to be centered and grounded, allowing yourself to be as present as possible so as to receive maximum benefit from this hour. And just following your breath through your body, check in with how you feel and rate your overall sense of well-being on a scale of 0 to 10. 10 being absolutely vibrantly healthy in body, mind, and spirit. 0 would be 6 feet under. Hopefully none of you are there. But allow yourself to be aware of what's going on there. Ask yourself, and first of all, please don't judge yourself harshly if the number is lower than you want it to be. Just allow yourself to be aware of where it's at right now. This is just a starting point. This is just where you are where you're at the moment. Ask yourself, what are some of the things that I could do to move myself towards a 10? What are some of the actions that you could take? Improving your diet, exercising more, working on your mental diet, taking in more positive stuff than negative stuff. That all affects your overall well-being. So what are some of those things that you could do? And still allowing yourself to follow your breath through your body and check in with yourself and allow yourself to see how committed you might be to that, or how much resistance there might be. What reasons are there as to why you couldn't or shouldn't take these actions? Why you couldn't or shouldn't be healthier? Ask yourself, how safe does it feel to be vibrantly healthy? What are you afraid you might do if you felt healthier? Just allowing yourself to be aware of all that stuff going on as to why you might be limiting your health. And that's not to say you need to blame yourself for any health issues that you have. Some you can probably see are obviously, caused by you, and some, could be genetic, could be all kinds of different things. But wherever you're at, whatever's going on for you, there are definitely things that you can do to improve your health. So allowing yourself to be aware of those things. Take a deep breath. Open your eyes. And let's go ahead and start. So excited to see people from all around the world. And when am I coming to London next? I was supposed to be in London next year. I come every 2 years. Well, we'll see. All right. Even though I may be limiting my health, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I may be limiting my health, I choose to love and honor myself. Even though I may be limiting my health, I may be doing certain things that compromise my well-being, or I may be stopping myself from doing things that would enhance my well-being. And even though I may be limiting my health, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself, and maybe anyone else who might be involved in this. All these ways that I limit my health, all these ways that I compromise my health. And it's not that I'm bad or stupid, so I can stop beating up on myself, because that rarely works. And it's not that I'm bad or stupid. It's just that part of me says, based on some old programming that I have, it's not safe to be healthier, or I have reasons why I couldn't or shouldn't do these things, why I couldn't have a healthier diet, why I couldn't exercise more, or why I can't stop myself from certain behaviors. There may be things that I'm doing that I know compromise my health. And I just can't stop myself. And I try. And I beat myself up for doing those things. I might even shame myself, which just makes me feel worse, which makes me run to my old comforting behaviors, which then I feel ashamed about. So I choose to knock that off. When I beat myself up about my health, I compromise my emotional well-being. And that usually has a negative effect on my physical well-being. So I choose to stop trying to motivate myself with misery, hoping that if I shame myself enough, I'll finally make some positive changes. Letting go of the blame and shame. I've been doing the best I could based on the old programming. It's time to reconsider some of my beliefs. Time to reevaluate some of my old fears so that I clear the way to love myself a whole lot more. And that self-love will manifest in healthier behavior, which will manifest in a healthier body. And the human body has remarkable healing abilities. But I compromise those abilities with a lot of my negative thinking. So I'm giving myself permission to change my mind. Changing my mind about myself. Seeing myself as a healthier person. Maybe even changing my whole identity. Maybe I've called myself a couch potato. Maybe I've insisted that I'm just not healthy. Maybe my health issues have been part of my identity. And if I allow myself to get healthier, that'll just confuse people. They won't know who I am anymore. I might not even recognize myself in the mirror. I'll be calling 911 to report a stranger in my bathroom. And I'm clearing my fear of that. The real me is much healthier. There's a vibrantly healthy me inside. And I'm revealing as much of that as possible. And I'm loving myself in the process. Because self-love is so healing. And I'm allowing myself to get healthier and healthier in body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath. And well, thank you for the donation to Feed in America. Yeah, there is a fundraiser button up there. As long as we're doing some good, let's find other ways to do some good. So, um, if you know, go ahead and check inside and see what's going on in there. And feel free to write some comments. While you're writing comments, I'm going to talk a little bit about, my health journey over the last couple of months. So I've always lived a relatively healthy life, generally exercise and eat a relatively healthy diet. But a couple of months ago, I hit the highest weight I'd ever hit by like 5 pounds over my heaviest I'd ever been. You can't tell it in my videos because I wear it all down here below the video, so I'm blessed in that way. And and I knew that one of the things I needed to do was make some changes in my diet. So I set a goal of, okay, until I reach this certain weight, I am not going to eat any sweets, and I'm not going to have any alcohol. And I'm not a big drinker, once or twice, beer or a glass of wine once or twice a week, maybe. But when I would have a drink, I probably ate more too. And I had dessert most nights. So I just said, okay, no sweets until I reach this weight. And I just cut that out. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and encourage you guys to be tapping this whole time. Just, hey, tapping is a great health tool. It's great for clearing out the stress that has all kinds of unhealthy effects on us. So, throughout the day, take a moment to go, oh, okay, I'm just going to clear out whatever ambient stress might be there. Even if you're not aware of something upsetting, there could be some low levels of stress that you want to clear out. And that's very helpful for your body. So, yeah, so I cut those things out. I tend to intermittent fast. I don't, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, they say, but they don't say it has to happen in the morning. So I usually have my breakfast around noon, and most times it's a healthy shake, a lot of kale and protein mix and things like that. I have a morning routine. I get up, first thing I do every morning is I sit down and do some tapping, whether it's on a particular issue or I'll be saying affirmations or prayers, and do a little bit of that. Then I do a couple of little mini meditations on uh, connecting between heaven and earth and sending loving energy out to the world, and then allowing healing light through my body. And then I do some stretching. I do some journaling. I do 10 minutes of meditation, and then I exercise. And I do a routine called Core de Force from Beachbody on Demand. Do some of that, and then I go for a run walk, intermittent running and walking while I listen to audiobooks. So that's how I start my morning in a very healthy way. So having a great morning routine has so many benefits. So I highly encourage that. And so then after I hit that target weight, I'm like, oh, okay, now I've hit that weight, and I tried to have some sweets, and I had a little bite, just a tiny spoonful of ice cream, and I had to force myself to even try it, and just didn't want it. Uh, I poured a beer and had like a sip of it. It was like I feel no desire for it. So it is tapping is great for clearing the cravings, and it is really awesome not not be tempted, so that if I'm with other people who are having something to drink or eating dessert, it's there, and no part of me is feeling like I'm missing out. It just doesn't, I want to eat things that I know are nutritious for my body, and the rest of that, I just let that go. uh, Working on cutting the carbs. I've not I've not gotten perfect on that. I limit it, but but I still do indulge on occasion. And so like I said, I have a healthy shake for lunch, breakfast, and then at dinner I eat pretty much anything I want, just not a whole lot of it. But throughout this time, I have had on occasion pizza or a hamburger. Uh, Not a lot. It's rare, but it's not like I've gone total on this totally austere eating program. And that's just how I've done it. And different people respond differently. There are different diets that work differently for different people. So I'm not saying this is the one way, but find the way that works for you. It has not been difficult for me. That's the great thing. And tapping is such a key part of that, because I just feel this commitment to being healthier, and it just feels so good. I feel so much better in my body, and it's absolutely worth it. So, allow yourself to, yeah. Best way is to remove the temptation. And that's great if you're living on your own. If I were living on my own, there's a lot of things that wouldn't be in the cabinet or in the refrigerator. But I have family members who have not wanted to give up some of the things that I wanted to give up. And actually, again, because of tapping away cravings, that stuff can be there and it's not tempting to me. I don't look and go, I wish I've tried eating it and I can't eat it at this point. So uh, yeah, so that's one of the things that this is how I have done this, and just allowing yourself to do that. And I do have videos on emotional eating. There's one called "Thinking That You're Hungry." Again, you can always go into YouTube and in the search window type in Brad Yates and then eating, food, health, all kinds of different keywords, and different things will bring that up. Kevin Trudeau brought you here. Very interesting. First time I heard about tapping was Kevin Trudeau's had done the video with Roger Callahan on the 5-minute phobia cure. Um, so that has been my health journey, and that's how I have gotten so much healthier over the last couple of months. Back down at I'm actually at the lowest weight that I've been probably in a year, at least. Um, Still working towards my college weight, but so go ahead and core de force. What I like about core de force is that it's these martial arts moves, and I used to do martial arts when I was younger. And so rather than just random moves, it's like every move has a function. It's like, oh, well, it's a hook. And even though I'm a non-violent person, I'm a very loving person. I don't want to hurt anybody, but it just sort of gives it sort of like a purpose to it. Anyhow, so find something that physical exercise that works for you. And I also have set up on my treadmill, I've set up a working desk. So it can be either standing desk or a walking desk, with the computer over, and I've got a keyboard. And so a lot of things that I used to sit here doing, like going through YouTube comments and going through Facebook comments, I now do those while I'm walking. So whereas before I would be doing those and I'd just be sitting down, now I'll put in another mile or two walking, which is so healthy for you. So close your eyes, take a deep breath. Go back inside and just allow yourself to be aware of what's going on in there. And think again about some of the things that you could be doing to be healthier. What are some of the changes that you could make in your diet? And that's diet as in the food that you eat. Like when you talk about, oh, animals in the wild have a diet of, vegetables or whatever, not diet in terms of putting yourself on some strict, possibly dangerous diet. And there are diets out there that may work for you and may be healthy, but for me, I'm talking about just what you eat and eat in healthier ways, the ways that are right for you. So think about how you can make changes in that. Think about what you could do physically. Could you get a standing desk or even a treadmill desk so that you were exercising more? Could you go out and exercise? For me, like I said, I do a run walk while I listen to audiobooks. And so it's just much easier for me to get my reading done that way, working my mind and my body at the same time. So allowing yourself to think about those things that you could do. And just notice on a scale of 0 to 10 how much resistance might be there. Take another deep breath. Open your eyes. And let's tap. Even though I feel some resistance, I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Even though I feel some resistance, I choose to love and honor myself anyway. Even though I feel some resistance, I know there are things that I could do that would cultivate a healthier body. And part of me just doesn't want to do them. And even though I feel this resistance, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. And maybe anyone else involved in this. All this resistance to taking healthy action. And maybe I'm already doing some healthy things, but I know I could do more. And as healthy as I am, nothing is so good that it can't get better. And I choose to be vibrantly healthy. And I would be vibrantly healthy if I could just get myself to do some of these things. And part of me is really dragging my feet. I'm like a little kid who doesn't want to eat his vegetables. I just want ice cream. I don't want to eat anything that's healthy for me. What's going on in there? Maybe that little kid is still in there, being rebellious and refusing to eat my veggies. And I love and appreciate that kid. I love and appreciate that part of me that wants to protect myself. Even if it means doing unhealthy things. But maybe I'm trying to assert my individuality, trying to assert my independence. And as a child, I sometimes did that in unhealthy ways. And it's time to set aside those childish things. I choose to be a grown up about how I take care of myself. I can still be childlike in a lot of areas of my life. I can allow myself to play like a child, because that often provides great exercise. But don't tell the kids that. Don't tell them that running around is healthy for them. Or they might resist it like vegetables. I'm clearing my resistance. Clearing my resistance to being healthier. And why might I resist that? Maybe part of me says I'm afraid it won't be worth it. Maybe I haven't felt really healthy in a long time. I don't even remember what that feels like. So the benefits aren't tangible enough. I'm not sure what I'm working towards. I'm not even sure I can attain that. All this doubt that I can be healthier. Maybe I tried exercising before, and it didn't really do much. Because things tend to take longer than we expect. But I don't have time for that. I might look at my health goals and say, even if it was possible, do you know how long it'll take for me to reach that goal? But that amount of time is going to pass anyway. If I decided it would take me 5 months to reach a certain goal, those 5 months are going to pass anyway. 5 months later, I can be at that goal. Or be right where I am right now. And I'm not going to shame myself if I stay the same. But I am questioning those thoughts about why I might feel I need to stay the same. All these fears that it won't be worth it. All these fears that even if I could reach my goal, it might be worse. If I were to reach my health goals, what am I afraid might happen? I might raise people's expectations. I might go on YouTube and publicly tell people I lost 20 pounds. And then they'll be watching to see if I gain it back. That's just too much trouble. Too much pressure. I'd rather lower people's expectations of me. I'd rather lower my expectations of me. Because that feels safer and easier. But there's always some part of me nagging at me. saying, this isn't who you are. And I can try to say, I know it's more of who I am. And there's more of me to love. There's a healthier me inside. A me that feels so much better. That finds life so much easier. That has greater freedom to take action. Greater freedom to experience more of life. And part of me might say, having limited health keeps me safe sometimes. Sometimes it gets me out of things I don't want to do. Sometimes I might use health issues as an excuse. Not because I'm bad or stupid. I don't need to judge myself or be ashamed of myself. I'm just doing the best I can based on my old programming. That tells me I need to do that to keep me safe. I choose to really love and appreciate those parts of me that resist greater health. Believing that keeps me safer. And now I'm willing to change my mind. Whatever situations poor health was keeping me from, I can find healthier ways to fix that. Maybe it's a matter of setting healthy boundaries, giving myself permission to say no to certain things, rather than letting ill health make those decisions. I'm finding healthier ways to take care of myself. And I'm clearing the resistance. Clearing all this resistance to taking healthier action. I am clearing this resistance so much that I'm actually allowing myself to get excited. Just like a kid is excited about running around. Just like a dog is excited to play fetch. Part of me wants to move. Part of me wants to have as much ability in my body as possible. And I'm clearing the fears that got in the way of that. I'm allowing myself to be more aware of what my body wants in terms of nutrition. My body doesn't really want those sweets. My taste buds sure do. My mind does. Because my mind associates that with comfort. And there's a chemical high. And part of me says that pleasure is going to fix a lot of things. I'll worry about the damage it does later. I can find healthier ways to get that high. I can find much healthier ways to feel really good. I can feel much better eating the foods that my body really wants. So I'm clearing the resistance. All those parts of me that say, I don't wanna. I'm allowing those parts to grow up. Keeping my childlike sense of fun with a more mature sense of self-care. I'm allowing myself to love treating myself with more love. In body, mind, and spirit. And take a deep breath. Close your eyes, take a deep breath. And just allow yourself to be aware of what's going on in there. And go ahead and keep tapping, but go ahead and if you have any comments or questions, go ahead and share them. Get a little feedback here. Thank you again for the folks that have made donations to Feed in America. Because while some of us may tend to eat too much, there are some people who don't have enough to eat. So if we're in a position to help them out, thank you for doing that. Also, quickly telling you about the 30-day health challenge that I'm going to be starting on August 1st. So you can sign up for that. It's free. And I'm going to put in the chat box the link to that. And is that looking? So at tapwithbrad.com/TVH for tapping into vibrant health, tapping vibrant health. Yeah, the fear of going back to the old ways. And that's that thing, that fear of it won't be worthwhile. And here's the thing, the more you allow yourself to move forward and the more you clear out the reasons why you might avoid greater health, the less likely you are to do it. Just like, wanting to, trying to eat ice cream, it was like, I don't want to go back to it. As I imagine, because I used to be thinking, well, I'll want to be able to go and like when we go out for sushi, I generally like to have, some Sapporo beer. And it's hard to imagine, going out for sushi and not having beer. But now it's like, yeah, that's not hard to imagine at all. It's very easy to imagine. And I love water and love sparkling water. That for me is great and gives me all that I want. Let's see. Yeah, drinking water. Always have some water available when you're tapping. If you don't have some now, you can go and get it later. But it's good to hydrate when we're tapping. And so looking at those reasons why we might go back to those unhealthy habits, like I eat healthy and then smoke cigarettes and drink too much wine. And sometimes it's that rebellious part of us saying, oh, well, now I've got to go and do something rebellious. That idea of I won't be able to maintain this because I'll go back to my unhealthy ways. But we don't have to. It's like when you were learning to walk, You didn't sit there and go, oh, I'm crawling, I stand up, I fall down. And what if I get back to if I start to walk and then I go back to crawling? And it sounds silly, but to look at it, and I'm not making fun of anyone in particular. I'm making fun of us as human beings because we have these thoughts of, you know, what if I come out of the womb and I start breathing oxygen, and what if I go back to my old ways of not breathing oxygen? There's so many things that we have started doing, and now we always do them. So there's at a certain point like at a certain point we start walking, and we just walk without falling down, assuming we're not drinking too much wine. And, so there's no reason to go back except for those reasons to go back. And that's why you want to keep tapping. And that's why I encourage you to do join me for the 30-day challenge, because then you will, you get into that healthy habit of doing it every day and clearing out those reasons why you might be why you might want to have unhealthy foods, why you might want to stop exercising. For me, it's like, I don't want to stop exercise. I enjoy getting up and moving. I may not feel like doing a core to force workout every day, and so I may just take a longer walk. I may run more and do something else. I also have an Apple Watch that tracks my activity, so I always make sure that I get at least a half an hour of exercise in. Try to get my 10,000 steps in, which is a lot easier having a treadmill desk. So I might switch it up, and definitely there are some more fun ways um, of exercise. Going out and playing tennis or whatever, different things like that. So, there were so many other points that I wanted to make in this hour, but so how to join the 30-day health challenge? Again, that's let's see if I can get that to link this time. It's tapwithbrad.com/TVH for Tapping Vibrant Health. And I'll also put that in the information box there. It'll be in the info box below here. It's all over the place. So yeah, so we'll have suggested tapping videos each day, and really trying to commit for 30 days to tap on things that will enhance your health physically and emotionally. And yeah. So yeah, real quick. Yeah. And self-sabotage, as you may have heard me say many times, self-sabotage is simply misguided self-love. Self-sabotage is simply misguided self-love. And I'll put this up real quick. So there it is, tapwithbrad.com/TVH. Yeah, I'll be posting the suggested videos each morning. So new ones each morning. All right. So yeah, self-sabotage is simply misguided self-love. So look at that part of you. And so when you find yourself engaging in self-sabotaging behavior, like smoking or drinking too much or whatever, start tapping. Don't even worry about the words. Allow yourself to tap, because you'll calm down whatever emotions are triggering that. Because there's some emotional thing going on saying, I need to comfort myself right now, or I need to be rebellious. And that's one of the ways that we may comfort ourselves, saying, I'm not going to stick to a diet. I'll show them. But we're only hurting ourselves. And it's not to beat yourself up. It's Self-sabotage is misguided self-love. You're trying to take care of yourself, but allow yourself to tap and calm down and think, why do I think this is helping me? What is it that I am looking for? How am I trying to take care of myself right now? And you can clear that. You can clear cravings. Again, this is how when I first learned EFT, the first training I took with Gary Craig, the founder of EFT, he had us tapping on Hershey's Kisses. And I was a chocoholic at the time, and I was at an 8 or a 9 in terms of how much I wanted the chocolate. And after just a few moments of tapping, I couldn't eat the chocolate. I just could not, and I didn't eat chocolate for 2 years after that. So that was pretty convincing for me in terms of the effects of tapping. So you can use tapping to clear those cravings. In terms of tapping for the health issue of the pandemic, I have a whole list at tapwithbrad.com/crisis. Will take you to a playlist of videos that I've curated for the pandemic, including health issues. And I have one in there about boosting your immune system, because that's one of the great benefits of tapping is as we lower our stress, we boost our immune system, which is a really good thing to do at this point in time. Right now is a really good time to take the best care of your health so that, God forbid you do get exposed, you are able to fight it off. Unfortunately, we just found out yesterday one of our very closest friends just tested positive for COVID. So, and has no idea how, been practicing all the health, recommendations, and these things happen. So we want to be taking as good care of our health as possible. So I hope you'll join me for that 30-day challenge. Again, it's free, tapwithbrad.com/TVH. Now we're a few minutes from the top of the hour, and I always like to end these with a guided imagery, because that is also a very nurturing thing for our well-being and our health. So if you have to be somewhere at the top of the hour, you can jump off and come back, and this video will be here on YouTube, and you can come back and watch it again and check out, go through the tapping again, and also check out the guided imagery at the end. And if you can hang out with me, go ahead and get yourself comfortable. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and hold it. And let it go. Another deep breath in and hold it. And let it go. A third deep breath in and hold it. And let it go. Now just breathe comfortably, just breathing comfortably with your eyes closed. Breathing comfortably with your eyes closed, and just imagine that with each breath you take in, you breathe in relaxation and positive energy. Go ahead and imagine a healing light of whatever color you like surrounding your body, so that with each breath you take in, your lungs comfortably draw in that healing light, allowing it to flow through every muscle, nerve, fiber, tissue, cell, and atom of your body. Imagine a healing shower flowing down crystal clear water that's a perfect temperature as it flows over the top of your head, soothing and relaxing your scalp, washing away fear, doubt, anxiety, washing away anger, sadness, guilt, shame, washing away pain, frustration, disappointment, embarrassment, washing these away to reveal the light that you truly are. this unique expression of divine light and love, this incredibly healthy expression of light and love. Allowing more and more of that light to be revealed as that healing shower flows over your forehead, relaxing the muscles in your face, flowing down over the back of your head, your neck, your shoulders, washing away tension, leaving your shoulders calm, comfortable, and relaxed. That healing shower flowing down your arms, all the way down over your fingertips, down over your chest and your stomach, soothing and relaxing, healing and cleansing. And allowing yourself to remain comfortably in whatever position you choose. Allow that healing shower to flow down over your upper and lower back. And as your torso relaxes, your internal organs comfortably do whatever they need to do to achieve and maintain your optimal level of health and well-being in body, mind, and spirit. As that healing shower continues down over your body, down over your hips and your thighs, over your knees, down your lower legs, through your ankles, into your feet. And finally, that relaxation flows over your toes as you allow yourself to relax twice as much, going at least twice as deep with each number as I count backwards. 5, drifting down to 4, floating down to 3, 2, 1, and 0 is deep sleep. And each and every time you hear me say the words deep sleep, with your permission, and only with your permission, you allow yourself to return to this depth or even deeper, quickly, soundly, deeply. And the physical body relaxes, and with that relaxation comes a wonderful sense of calm well-being of body and mind, deeper, deeper. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0 is deep sleep. And in this calm, comfortable state of mind and body, I'd like you to imagine yourself in some really beautiful place, some really healthy place, some beautiful place outdoors. It might be in a garden or in the woods, some place where there's a lot of greenery, a lot of plants giving off plenty of oxygen. You're just breathing in that fresh air. Just allowing yourself to acknowledge that with each breath you take, the universe delivers oxygen, letting you know that you are worthy and deserving of things that nurture your health. Just breathing in healthy energy. And in this beautiful place, go ahead and find a source of water. It could be a waterfall, a stream, a fountain, a well, a spring. Whatever you'd like to imagine, someplace that has this flowing water, crystal clear water, just sparkling. You can just see that it's healthy, as pure as water can get. You can just tell that it has healing properties to it. As you allow yourself to find a cup or cup your hands and take some water and bring it up to your mouth. And it's cool as you allow yourself to drink it in and feel that cool, fresh, pure water flowing over the back of your tongue and down your throat. And as it flows through your body, you can just feel this healing energy flowing through every fiber of your being. It's as though there are healing waves of energy washing over you. You can drink some more of this healing water. You can splash it on your body. If there's any part of your body that needs a little extra care, allow yourself to splash some water over that part of you. And also, as you drink in this healing water, allowing that healing energy flowing through you to flow to those parts of your body. Just flooding those parts of your body with healing energy, loving energy, allowing yourself to feel better and better. And the better you feel, the more energized your body feels, and allowing that to feel really good, such that you feel more motivated to take very good care of your body, allowing yourself to feel better and better, and thinking, I want to feel this good as often as possible. I want to do the things that I can do that nurture my healthy body. Allowing yourself to feel more energized, more motivated to take better and better care of your well being, taking care of your physical health and taking care of your emotional and mental health. Allowing yourself to take better care of what you put into your mind, looking for those things that foster healthy emotional well being, allowing yourself to feel excited about what's possible as you get healthier and healthier, and knowing that you can handle what shows up, allowing yourself to be aware of any thoughts about how you'll put yourself out there in the world more, and there'll be more opportunities, and that might feel intimidating, it might feel scary, and allowing yourself to know that you have what it takes to handle the world, and allow any doubts about that to just dissipate, to just melt away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0 is deep sleep. And allow yourself to take another good drink of that healthy cleansing water, and feeling that energizing feeling going through you, feeling stronger, healthier, more confident. And the better you feel, the healthier you are, the more clearly you think. And so you make better choices, not just about your health, but about the things that you do, about the places you go, about the people that you surround yourself with. You put yourself in healthier situations. You create healthier, more successful opportunities. It's an absolute win-win. It's a cycle of good things creating more good things. So giving yourself permission now, as you imagine yourself in this healthy place, looking around at the beauty and the abundance and the magnificence all around you, knowing that you are worthy and deserving of the best this world has to offer. Allow yourself to say yes to that. Allow yourself to feel excited about getting healthier and stronger from this moment forward. And feeling more confident about that, feeling more excited about that, feeling more motivated about that as we go even deeper now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0 is deep sleep. In a moment, I'll count you back out from 0 up to 5. 5 will be wide awake, alert, focused, and energetic, feeling much better than before. Feeling more motivated, more excited about being healthier, more aware of how possible it is. Whatever health concerns there might be, there are things you can do to feel better, which allows you to do better. And allowing yourself to feel good about that. Whatever, maybe even subtle or incremental improvements it might be, allowing yourself to feel good about that. Just getting better and better. Faster, slower, whatever it might be. Just giving yourself permission to keep getting better, stronger, and healthier. Tonight, when you choose to go to sleep, don't be surprised when you fall asleep quickly, soundly, deeply, and sleep very well through the night. Allowing yourself to have a really good night's sleep, because that's so good for your health. Perhaps going to bed earlier than you normally do. Arranging it so that you have plenty of time to get a good night's sleep. Allowing yourself to sleep very well through the night. During the night, you'll dream. The more you dream, the stronger you become. I'm going to ask your unconscious mind to allow at least one of your dreams to be a very healing dream. continuing this healing process in body, mind, and spirit, so that in the morning, at the time you've chosen to wake up, you wake up easily, feeling refreshed, energetic, and ready to start the day again, powerfully moving forward into that ever more joyful experience of an ever greater abundance of health, wealth, happiness, and love, which are your birthright and which benefit others. Now go back down to zero, which is always deep sleep, allowing your mind, body, and spirit to digest all these positive thoughts and images, taking them in at a very deep level so that these positive changes occur easily, effortlessly, and naturally. Coming up to one, feeling physically relaxed. Two, feeling emotionally calm and confident. Three, health and well being, enthusiasm, love, joy, and gratitude flowing through every muscle, nerve, fiber, tissue, cell, and atom of your body. Four, becoming more and more alert and aware of your surroundings. And five is eyes open, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open, wide awake. And welcome back. And thank you so much for joining me. As it's hopefully obvious, I love what I do. I love it so much having this opportunity to spend some time with you. I wish I could see you. I wish I could give you a big hug. I wish I could hear your voices. There are opportunities to do that. The Magnificent Tappers Club is one way to do that. And there's information about that on my website, tapwithbrad.com. Please keep doing what you can do to be as healthy as possible, because that not only feels good for you, but it benefits countless others. The healthier you are, the more able you are to share your gifts and talents with the world. And that's primarily why I do what I do, so that I can help you set yourself as free as possible to share your gifts and talents in as big a way as possible with the world. So thank you for doing that. Thank you for joining me for this. I hope that you'll join me for the 30-day challenge. Again, that's tapwithbrad.com/TVH for Tapping Vibrant Health. Encourage your friends to do it. Again, it's free. So it's just something set up to give you some accountability. And if you encourage your friends to do it, then you can use them as accountability partners so that they can remind you to tap daily and you can remind them to tap daily and all that. And yeah, so I look forward to tapping with you again soon. God bless you. Love you guys. Thanks so much for being here. We'll talk again soon.